Hi, my name is Ashley. By the grace of God, I'm absent on the GreySheeters since the 5th of September 2019. I woke up this morning and I said I was going to do a gratitude share because I'm a year absent this week. But I woke up not in a gratitude mood. And I'm a person that can't fake it till they make it. I'm like, if I'm disturbed, I'm disturbed, but there's no hiding it. So I'm just going to share what's in my heart as best that I can. So, yeah. Last winter, there was a little kitten left by my back door. Its mother abandoned her, rejected her. So I brought her in and I wrapped her up and I played her some classical music, and she's been living out in my back garden since. But she doesn't play with any of the other cats. She's cracked. She's always out the back garden. She doesn't go too far away. Anytime there's food, she's a food addict. She goes crazy with food. No one can touch her, but if there's food around, the cat loses the plot. But like 2 days ago, she was standing at the back door and she kept looking in, just crying, and, meowing and meowing and meowing. I was looking at her. I was like, "What's wrong with her? What's wrong with her?" And I gave her more food, and I was like, "What's wrong?" And Mom said, "She just wants petting. She just wants petting. Get her out of the way." And I looked at her. I was like, "Is that what you want?" And I went over and I petted her, and she let me pet her, and she just wanted a petting. And I realized I am like her. I'm like the kitten. Like, I have felt rejected and abandoned my whole life, and I use food to fix everything. I have never learned how to connect with anyone because I use food. Food has been a crutch for me in more ways than I actually even understood until I got to this program. Like with me, food to connect with people. With my ex-partner, it was going to restaurants, it was eating together, it was cooking for him. When I got into this program, I had to leave that relationship because I did not know how to connect with him in any real way. I only knew to caretake and give him food. And when that was taken away, I didn't know what to do. I did not know how to connect with someone without caretaking. With my friends, it was food. It was going out for food. It was restaurants. It was always food. When I was like a teenager, I always had the food with me. It just blocked everything for me. It fixed my emotions. When I was lonely, it was my friend. When I didn't have any partner, it was my partner. It was everything to me. And I felt I never fit in anywhere. I just felt rejected everywhere I went. I felt that I was just wrong. I was abandoned by everyone. I was just this person that never felt right. And a long time I blamed everyone. I blamed institutes, I blamed my history, and I know all of that has a part to play, and I have to honor and respect the feelings and the emotions that comes with that. And this is only stuff I'm working on now. I need to honor my history, but I have to stop blaming others. I have been born an addict. I was an addict from when I came out of the womb, and for a long time I blamed everyone else's also being addicts, their troubles for my troubles. And I realize now, like I was thinking about little kids, when they do something bold, they're full of shame and they don't want to tell anyone, even when they do something small. And I was robbing food, I was doing a lot of stuff that would put any kid in shame. So I was brought up, and I think shame is very kind of a generational thing as well. I think, shame can be carried down, and I also have my own shame. So I realize now that I felt full of shame of who I was as a person. And then as an addict, I was behaving in such a way to put me into even more shame. So I'm starting to kind of look at my part. Like I remember in school, I wouldn't play with any of the other girls because I thought they hated me. I thought I was the only Council State kid. I was the tallest. I was a redhead. I felt rejected from them all. But now I'm looking back, I'm like, I was just scared because I was ashamed of who I was as a person. I didn't push myself to play with other children. And then I kind of rejected people because I felt I wasn't lovable. So I rejected them. And now I realize my part of that. And like that little kitten, like that kitten is perfect just how he was, or how he is. You know, that kitten doesn't need to play with the other cats. He doesn't need to be anything but himself. You know, he was created just how he is. You know, and I was looking at him and I was like, the love, that cat, just how he is. You know, I deserve that. You know, if I look at a cat and I believe that they don't have to be anything but a kitten. You know, my life, I thought if I somehow got successful, if I got thin enough, if I stayed thin, if I get, you know, the degree, if I get all the money, somehow that shame will just lift and I'll be lovable. And I'm just realizing that there's no power on earth that's going to fix that hurt that's in me, because it can't come from human. It has to come from inside of myself. I don't know how to be compassionate on myself. All I know how to do is work and caretake, and just, I don't know how to connect, you know, and I'm only learning now that how to do that. You know, I was just compassionate and I connected with the cat. I didn't caretake him. I just connected. I wasn't trying to do anything, just connect, and I'm learning to do that with myself now. My life was just trying to become someone that I thought could be loved in some area, you know, and I'm in a place where I'm just learning compassion for myself. And, you know, I've been saying to myself, the God of my understanding is a God of pure love. And it's not about my account. It's not about how I look. You know, I say to myself when I'm having tough days, God will never forsake me or abandon me. And I have to keep saying that some days, because I feel such a deep sense of shame of who I am as a person. And I can't look back and fix, like, I can only move forward. I only have today. So this is where I am today. I'm learning. 2 days ago, I was just wrecked from emotions. Just all the stuff is coming up, this shame stuff. I was really, really wrecked with emotions. And with me, I've never learned to connect with other women. And I never learned how to connect in a real way. I just don't know how to do that. You know, it's not, I know how to caretake. I don't know how to connect. And God is in this program. God is in the members. It's like I had these moments of when I was just in my head about something, and different members messaged beautiful messages to me just at the time that stuff was going on in my head. And I was just blown away from it. I'm like, it's crazy. And before coming to GreySheet, I'm in AA, and I never met with women or went for tea. You know, I never met that connection. And I suppose I can talk about some gratitude. A massive thing that I got is being able to do this in a gentle way with women in GreySheet, to be able to connect in a gentle way. And this for me is all very new, to be able to do that. I just was running the last couple of years, trying to fix this part of me through, you know, external things. And I realized today that all I need is God and fellowship. You know, I need to learn to be compassionate with myself. And with me, for a while there, it was the makeup and the hair. And, you know, I had to go into, I was on the 4th step in this program, and I had to leave here and go into lust and love programs. And I went to Coda 6 months ago, because all of this was coming up, all this sort of stuff. So I had to go from there into another place, into another fellowships. And just, yeah, what I'm getting from Grey Sheet is not only that I get to eat 3 glorious meals, like the food is just, I'm blown away with this so much times. I'm just blown away with the food, but just the fellowship, to pick up the phone when I'm not feeling good, and to be vulnerable. And for a long time I did not know what it meant to be vulnerable, and I'm learning all of that in Grey Sheet, and learning what it is to be in fellowship. And I couldn't get this anywhere else, where I get a program where I'm told what to eat, I get a fellowship, I'm never alone, I will never be alone again. I have a God of my understanding that I know will never abandon me. I don't have to be anything today but in recovery. That is enough. If I go to bed at the end of the day and I had 3 meals, that is self-love to me. And I need to start learning what compassion and connection is with me, my authentic self, not with anything else on top of it. Just me, who I am, and with other people. I need to break down that boundaries. The food is gone. I can't hide it anymore. I can't use it as a crutch. I can't use it for my emotional needs. It's not a friend. Food is to be enjoyed, but it can't fix me. It's going to kill me. It won't do anything for me. The only thing I need now is my higher power and fellowship. The 12 steps are changing my life. Having a God of my understanding today, that is all love, that's all understanding, that's all compassion, that wants nothing more from me but to live, to live in the life that he has planned for me. I'm obsessed with my will. Everything is my will. And when I'm starting to just let that go and let God work in my life, I'm healing. And that is, I need to just accept where I'm at. I'm unemployed and I'm living at home. Before this, I was this person taking pictures with the partner, eating in the top restaurants on a Tuesday in a castle, and flying all over America and Europe, blowing on money that I didn't even own, that was loaned, eating top restaurants, living in a fantasy, trying to have this show running that was killing me. I had connected with no one. I connected with myself, no connection with God. All I need to do now is just depend on my higher power and trust that I will be carried, and I'll be carried with this fellowship, and I'll be carried with my sisters of recovery, and I'll be carried working through the 12 steps. I thought I was going to die in emotions this week. I thought I was going to die. It was intense. But I got through them. I got through them with this fellowship, and I didn't need to eat. There was moments where I thought I was going to lose my abstinence. I was looking at the food thinking, I need to eat. Don't wait. My head was telling me, don't wait. You can't get through this. You're a loser. You're too much shame. The shame you'll never get out of. This is who you are. You're a loser. But I'm not. I know, no one on this, me, that cat, there's no one. If I'm on this earth, I'm a human. I deserve passion, and I don't need anything. I don't need the degrees. I don't need any of that stuff to be worthy. I'm worthy just how I am. Thanks, Denise. I see that. I just have to let go and let God. Trust my higher power. He got me. This fellowship has got me. The days that I'm struggling, but I need to let the program have me. I need to let down that boundary. I need to be vulnerable. I need to trust that women won't hurt me. I've been hurt by people in the past, and I need to let that go. That this is a gentle program, and I need to start being gentle on myself. And yeah, I love this program. It's changed my life. It's changed my heart, and I'm so grateful to be part of it. And I'm always crying. Thank you.